College Football Playoff Preview with Aaron Maloney, breaking down the national championship game, featuring number 1 Alabama and number 2 Clemson, only on ArizonaSports.com.
On Monday night, top-ranked Alabama and number 2 Clemson will face off in the College Football Playoff National Championship for the first national title rematch of the BCS and playoff era. Kickoff is scheduled for 6 o'clock at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. You can catch all of the action on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM and ESPN Phoenix 620 AM. Alabama is coming off a 24-7 win over number 4 Washington as the Crimson Tide outgained the Huskies 326 yards to 194, while Clemson crushed number 3 Ohio State 31-0 as the Tigers handed the Buckeyes their first shutout loss since 1993. The Crimson Tide opened up as a touchdown favorite over the Tigers, but if there is one team that's not intimidated by the dominance of Alabama, it's Clemson, as they nearly beat them in last year's national title game. Here are the keys to victory for the Tigers on Monday night. Clemson must protect quarterback Deshaun Watson. The Tigers' offense is led by their signal caller, as the QB racked up over 250 yards with a 64% completion rate against Ohio State in last week's semifinal. But the Crimson Tide boasts the best defensive unit in the country with 50 sacks this season, led by defensive lineman Jonathan Allen. The Tigers must find a way to protect Watson, as a QB is sure to face pressure and is a major key to a Clemson win. The Tigers must get pressure on Crimson Tide quarterback Jalen Hurts. The freshman QB struggles under pressure, as Hurts was 0 for 4 against Washington last week and has only completed 30.3% of his pass attempts this season when under pressure. Clemson will turn to their impressive pass rush led by Carlos Watkins to pressure Hurts into making mistakes. Clemson head coach Dabo Swinney on the rematch against Alabama.
You can best believe we're going to show up, and we're going to lay it all on the line and see if we can find a way to finish.
Here are the keys to victory for the Crimson Tide on Monday night. Alabama must establish a run game. Crimson Tide running back Bo Scarborough is coming off a career-high 180 yards and 2 touchdowns in last week's semifinal. Alabama needs to establish the run to keep pressure off of their quarterback and to disrupt any kind of Clemson offensive momentum by controlling the clock. The Crimson Tide need to convert points off of turnovers. Alabama's defense has scored 11 touchdowns this season, which could play a big part in a Tide victory, as Tigers quarterback Deshaun Watson has been picked off 17 times this year, including 2 last week against the Buckeyes. Alabama head coach Nick Saban on the Clemson Tigers.
This is a team that doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, so I think you got to be fundamental in your execution and not make mental errors that are going to give them opportunities, because they will take advantage of it, and that'll be really important for us in this game.
It's the rematch we've all been waiting for, featuring Alabama and Clemson, as the Crimson Tide are looking to continue their dominance with another ring, while the Clemson Tigers are seeking revenge and their first national title since 1981. For the College Football Playoff Preview, I'm Aaron Maloney on ArizonaSports.com.